Alright, so doing the PlayStation demo, so just going to turn it on with the controller here. This button here is the home/power button, so you're just going to want to press that. You'll hear it beep to start up. It'll take about 20-30 seconds to boot into the main screen. So we're just going to wait for this to boot up, get to the login screen, and then we'll keep going. Sorry about the awkward silence. We're just going to wait for this to boot up. Perfect, the warning screen and everything. And alright, so this is the login screen. That'll be your account, user 1. You can change the name if you want, I believe. And when you get in, there's one thing I just want to show you first. So on any games you install, there will be a locked symbol. You'll see that on all these games I have pre-installed for you, and any you choose to install yourself, you will see that lock. That is fairly normal. When you first boot up the system, the exploits aren't going to run, so you should run into this error screen. Perfect. So to get this to work, the way I have it set up, all you have to do is go to the internet browser here. Remember, like I said, don't connect to the internet. This will work without an internet connection. It's in the offline cache. Just make sure you don't initialize the device and you'll be good to go. Once you get into the internet browser, it will load this screen. Once you see that loading bar pop up, and once you see PS4 hen, that means Homebrew Enabler, you will be able to run the game. So you can press home at this point, and we'll just go back. We'll try to run Persona 5 again, and this time you'll actually see that it boots into the loading screen, and we'll just wait for it to load a bit longer. Boom, you can see the loading icon for the game right there at the bottom, and we are loading in. So I'm just going to get to the main menu at this point. Again, always say no to any online connections, just to be safe. You don't want to lose these great exploits. So I do apologize, I'm not too familiar with Persona 5. It might take a little while for the game to start up. I just want to get to the main menu just to showcase this. I'll open another game and then I'll show you where you need to go to install the games once you download them and put them on an external drive with an exFAT format, pre-formatted before you put the file on. I can show you guides on how to do that stuff too, so you don't have to worry about that. So I'm just going to try to skip past this stuff. Boom. Just press in the enter button, and perfect, we're in the game. You can see I can start a new file, all that fun stuff. Go to the configuration. I'll just boot up another game quickly just to showcase it. Sure, let's make it God of War. And see, you'll notice now that there's no locked icons. That's because Homebrew Enabler is enabled, so you'll be able to play the games with no issues. So again, I just want to boot this up. You'll be able to switch between programs like that, but you'll have to close the other one first, but it does it all automatically. So again, you'll see the splash screen for the game, and that means you know it's working. And we're just waiting. And there we go. I'm just going to set it to default brightness. You should be able to change that or just start another game. Santa Monica Studios. All right, and here we go. We are in the main title screen of the game. Again, let's just go through the menu a bit just to showcase it a bit better. And yeah, we're all good to go there. So I'm just going to hit the home button to go back home. And to actually install games, once you have Homebrew Enabler enabled, you go all the way up here. Sorry, just trying to do this with one hand. And you want to go all the way over to your settings, which is right here. And then you want to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you'll see down at the bottom there the debug menu with the star. You will only see the debug settings once you enable the Homebrew Homebrew Enabler. You'll have to do the Homebrew enabling every time you start up the system, but if you put it to sleep, you should be able to bypass it, but I always recommend doing a fresh shutdown. Sorry, just skipping ahead there. So once you have your games downloaded from the site that I'll link to you on a drive that is formatted for exFAT, that's big enough to carry the file, file, I would recommend getting a 500 gig external drive for this. You can go to the debug settings and in-game. You're going to want to click there and go to package installer. I don't have anything hooked up right now, so nothing's going to show up. But once you have the hard drive hooked up to one of the main front USBs in an exFAT format, like I said before, you'll see the files here. You'll be able to click on them, install them right away, and we'll be good to go. So I am going to shut this down and finish the video. Alright, sorry for the length of the video. I just wanted to showcase everything. And again, if you have any questions, just feel free to shoot me a message on Kijiji.